Hello guys, welcome to Concise Code channel. In today's session, we will try to solve the various interview questions which are related to the strings. Okay, so let's get started. So you can check the first question here. We have to write the Java program to reverse a string without using any inbuilt functions. So here inbuilt function means like we cannot use any function or the method which is already available in the Java API. Okay, suppose like the reverse method is already there in the string buffer or the string builder class, right? So let's directly jump into the code in order to implement this logic. I already wrote a code in order to save your time. Okay, and we will go through each line of code and we'll understand like how we can implement the logic to reverse any string, correct? So first of all, let me explain the approach which we will follow to implement this reverse operation. Okay, so I took this welcome string, okay, as a sample string, and created, there are two variables here, left and right. Okay, so we will use this variable as an index. Okay, so this is the like start index and this is the last index, right? And we will use this left variable to move forward in this string, okay, from left to the right direction, and this right index to move in the backward direction from right to the left direction only. Okay, and initialize this left variable with the 0 because each array start with the 0 index, right? And the right variable with this character dot length -1. So why I'm subtracting this length, the whole array length, by -1? Because you know each array start with the 0 index, right? So that's why I'm subtracting this the whole length of this array by -1. So that's how we can get a last index of any array, right? So first of all, we will swap this w, okay, with the e character, okay, and then we will swap this e character with the m character, and subsequently we will swap this l character with the o character, right? And we will use this variable to move forward in the backward direction, right? And next you can check in this reverse method, okay, I have implemented this while loop and added this condition left less than right. Okay, so why I have added this condition? Okay, let me explain. So once we reach at the middle of any string, okay, suppose we have swapped this L with the O, right? And once we reach at this position, okay, till that time our string will be reversed automatically, right? So there is no need to move forward after middle of any string, correct? So that's why I have added this condition left less than right. Okay, and inside the while loop I have implemented the logic, okay, to swap the two character in any array, right? So this is very common logic. Okay, let me explain the logic. So first of all, we are getting this w, okay, with the help of this left index, okay, which we have initialized with the 0 only. Okay, so at the first iteration, we can get this w with the help of this left index, okay, and we are holding this value in this temp variable, right? And in the next step, what we are doing, we are moving, first of all, we are picking this e with the help of this right index, okay, where which we have initialized with the last index only. Okay, so it will give us this e char, okay, and we are moving this e character at this position where we kept our this w, right? So, and in the next step, what we are doing, we are restoring the value which we hold in this temp variable at the position where this e is kept, right? So that's how we can swap like two character in any array, right? and subsequently we are incrementing this left variable to move forward, and decreasing this right variable to move in the backward direction, correct? So this is the simple logic, and finally we are converting this character array into the string, right? So that's how we can implement this reverse operation for any string, right? So this is like a bit tricky, because we cannot use any Java related API or the method to perform this reverse string operation, correct? And you can check the output, like final output in the console. Okay, so our this welcome string that is already reversed. Okay, and let me explain this logic a bit detail. Okay, so let me print out this array after each iteration. So you can check the output in the console. Okay, so this W is swapped with the E character. At this first iteration, W is swapped with the E character, and subsequently this E is swapped with the M character. Okay, so M comes at here, E moves to this position, and the subsequently the L swapped with the O character. Okay, O comes at here and L moves to this position, right? So that's how this like swap operation is taking place. Okay, so I hope you understand the logic completely. Okay, so let's check the next question now. So in the next question, we have to write a Java program to remove duplicate characters in a string, right? Let's see like how we can solve this question. So I have created this Java class, okay, where I took this input string, okay, and we have to remove the duplicate characters, right, from this string. So first of all, let me explain the approach by which we will remove the duplicate characters, okay, from this input string. Okay, so we will be using the linked hash set in order to remove the duplicates. And why we will use this linked hash set? Because we have to preserve the original order also. Okay, so if we will use the hash set only, then the duplicates elements will be removed, but we cannot preserve the original order. Okay, so that's why we will be using this linked hash set. Okay, so first of all, we will be converting this string to the stream of characters, and then we'll collect each character, will store each character in the linked hash set. Okay, and then we will be converting those character into the string. Okay, and combining all those string in the final string. Okay, so let's see like how we can implement this logic. Input, and there is a cache. Okay, so it will give us a int stream. Okay, so you can check the return type of this method. It is giving us a int stream. Then we'll have to convert these int to the characters by using the map to object method. Okay, and we can convert by char to convert these int to the chars, right, integers to the character, right? And then what we can do, we can call the collect method, and inside the collect method we can use collectors dot to collection method, and here we can initialize the linked hash set. Okay, by using the method reference. So now we will have to get a stream out of it, because we have to convert each character to the string. Okay, so I am getting the stream out of it. Then what we can do, we can convert the character to strings, okay, by using the map method, where we can use the method of string value of, there is a method where we can pass the character. Okay, and then what we can do, then now the strings, sorry, characters are converted to the strings. Okay, then we can collect these strings. So there is a method collectors dot joining. We can use this method. So first of all, let me format it. Okay, so collectors dot joining, so this method will combine all the string in the final string, right? And let me initialize this variable. So create local variable. Okay, and now we can print this result, right, by using the sysout. So what we have in this string, the string without duplicate characters, right? And then we can have our result. So let me run this Java program. So you can check the output in the console. Okay, so if we can check this string E, the E is repeated the multiple times. Okay, but in this final string, the E is like coming at once only. Okay, and L, even L is repeated twice. Okay, so L is repeated from the last position here, and even the C is coming at it is like repeating multiple times. Okay, and in the final string it is coming at once only. Okay, so the duplicate characters are removed from this final string. Okay, now let's check the next question. So in the next question, we have to write a Java program to count the number of vowels and the consonants in the given string, right? So let's see how we can solve this question. Okay, so I will be using this same string, okay, in order to solve this question. Okay, so first of all, I'll take the stream of so int stream again. Okay, okay, then I will convert this the int stream to the character, to the stream of characters, by using the map to object method, or here we can convert it to the characters, right? We can typecast it by char. Okay, then actually we have to filter out the vowels and consonants, right? So we can use the filter method in order to separate out the vowels and consonants, right? So, and let me use same. So what are the vowels are there? A, E, I, O, U, right? So this is the vowel string, and then we can use this contains method, and here we can pass our characters in order to check whether that character is comes under the vowels or not, right? So again, because this contains method, will take the string or the character sequence, right? So we'll have to convert character to the string, right? Then we can call this string dot value of method, where we can pass our characters, right? And then we can simply call the count method, right, which is available in the stream API, correct? So it will filter out all the vowels from this string, right? So let me create the local variable. Okay, and let me format this statement. Why, what is happening? Okay, and now we can print this vowels, right? The count of these vowels, and what we have as a result the total or the number of vowels in the given string, right? Right. Similarly, we can count the consonants, okay, and the condition will be just opposite of this. And let me change the name of this consonant, right? And this condition will be reverse, okay, and the character which does not fall in this string, okay, those character will be comes under the consonants, right? So we are done, and let me copy this also. Okay, the number of consonants correct in the given string, and we can change this consonants, right? Okay, so let me format it, and let me use some separator also here. Okay, so now we are done. Let's run this Java program. So you can check, then we are getting the 11. Okay, the number of vowels in the given string are 11, right? So let's count what all the vowels are there in this string. Okay, so first, okay, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. Okay, so we are getting the correct result. Okay, so let's check the next question now. So so let's check the next question now. So in the next question, we have to count the number of occurrence of each character in the given string, right? So I will be taking the same string. Let me change the name of this string in order to have a clear visibility. Okay, so I'm naming at input string. Okay, or simple str. Okay, so first of all, let's convert this string to the string array. Okay, so how we can do it? we can split out this string, and it will give us a string array. Right, then what we can do, we can convert this string array to the list of string, right? We can use arrays dot as list, and in this method we can pass our string array, then we can convert it to the stream, right? Then we can simply call collect method where we can use grouping, right? The collectors dot grouping by, okay, and we can group these characters or the string by itself, okay. So how we can do it? There is a method. What is that? Function. There is a function dot identity. There is method by which we can group each character, each string by itself, okay. And then we have to, what we have to get, we have to count the occurrence of these strings, right? Then we can call collectors dot counting. There is a method, right? So it will give us a result as we are expecting, okay. So let me create the local variable occurrences, right? Occurrences, and let me create this local variable, right? Now we can print this output. Sorry. What we are doing, the occurrences, right? Let's characters occurrences. Let's run this Java program, okay. So you can check the output, the a let's check the occurrences of a in this string, okay. So a it's coming at once only, okay. And let's see, like c occurrences of c is, that is 5, okay. So let's count the occurrences of c: first, second, third, fourth, fifth, right? So the c is repeating at 5 times, right? So now it's giving us the occurrences of all the characters in this string, right? So let's check the next question now. So in the next question, we have to write a Java program to find the most frequent character in a string, right? And this is very similar to the previous question where we have calculate the number of occurrences of each character in the given string, right? So first of all, we can get the occurrences, the number of occurrences of each character, then we can find out the most frequent character in a string, right? So that is like the one step ahead from the previous question, okay. So let's see like how we can solve this question. So we have to find out most frequent character in the given string, right? Let's define some input string. So let's name it as a new string, and we can initialize some string here. I'm using successes. Okay, then we can convert this string to the string array. Okay, so new string dot split, then again we can split out this string, and we can initialize string array, right? String array, right? Now we can convert, we can get a stream out of it, right? So we will have to convert it into the list, right? So let's convert this string array to the array list, right? Here we can pass our string array. Okay, then we can get a stream, and then we can call the collect method in order to group these characters based by itself, right? And here we can use collectors dot grouping by, and we can group these characters by itself by using this function dot identity method. Okay, and we can get the count, right? The number of occurrences by using the collectors dot counting, right? So till here, like what we did, we have completed the code like what we did in the previous question only. Okay, so now we are like trying to find out the number of occurrences of each character only, correct? And let's initialize it. So the character, right? So let me name is at care frequency, right? And let me create this local variable. Okay, and let me format this statement. Okay, now we can use this character frequency in order to get the most frequent character, right? So let's see like how we can get the most frequent character, right? Out of this the character frequency, we can get a entry set. Okay, and then we can get a stream out of it. Okay, then we can call, there is a max method in order to get the most frequent character in the given string, right? And we can you can check the method signature of this max method. We can pass any implementation of the comparator interface, right? So here I will be using the map.entry dot, there is a comparing by value method is there, right? So we can compare the elements of this map based on the value. And what is the value? What is the value which we have? We have the value as an occurrences, okay, or the character frequencies as a value, right? So we can use this comparing by value method, right? Now we are done. Okay, and let's see like what it is returning optional. Okay, optional entry. So let me name is name it as a most frequent care, right? And then we can create this local variable. Then let's print out this whatever we are getting. So this is our most frequent character. And let's run this Java program. Okay. So you can check the output in the console. So most frequent character is S, right? And it has the frequency as a 4, correct? So the S is occurring at the maximum times, right? You can check once, second, third, fourth, right? So it has a maximum frequency, correct? So let me use this separator also in order to have a clear visibility between the outputs. Okay, and I will check in this code in my repository, and you can find out the Git repository link in the video description, right? So that's all for this session. Thank you for watching this video, and please don't forget to like and subscribe this channel. Okay, thank you once again.